Good morning, students. Welcome to our maths class. Today we are going to see about 10th standard maths, 5th lesson coordinate geometry. Inclination of a line. The another name of inclination of line is angle of inclination. So what is angle of inclination? The angle which a straight line makes with the positive direction of x-axis measured in the counterclockwise direction to the part of the line above the x-axis. I will explain from the figure. See the figure. Which line is above the x-axis? Above the x-axis means the upper part of x-axis. Counterclockwise means anti-clockwise, that is this direction. So the line makes an angle is going positive direction. So I put the line this side. This is a line that makes a positive direction, that is theta. This theta is called angle of inclination. Next one is slope. The another name of slope is gradient. Theta is angle of inclination means tan theta is slope. So always we denoted the letter slope is m. Now shall we see the slope formula? You already know that tan theta is slope. So I saw in one figure, this is x dash, y dash. Two points are there in one line. The points are A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2. So I join the line with one triangle. This is theta. So the points x1, y1, x2, y2 makes an angle here. So what is, this is C. So what is AC? AC is from here x2 minus x1, that is x2 minus x1 is AC. And also BC. BC is y2 minus y1 is BC. So always we note that tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite by adjacent. Which is opposite side of? The opposite side is theta of opposite side y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 by adjacent side is x2 minus x1. So x2 minus x1. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is the slope formula. Next we are going to see slopes of parallel line. When the two lines are parallel, here L1, L2 are parallel. So parallel lines L1 parallel to L2. Their theta is also same. The first line angle is theta 1, the second line angle is theta 2. So the angles are equal. So then slopes also equal. M1 is equal to M2. The second one is slopes of perpendicular line. When the two lines L1 and L2 both are perpendicular, the perpendicular lines angle between the perpendicular line is theta. Then theta is equal to 90 degree. So L1 perpendicular to L2, their slopes, multiplication of their slopes is M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. So the slopes between the perpendicular line M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. The next one is example 5.8. The first question is, what is the slope of a line whose inclination is 30 degree? Here theta is given. Theta is 30 degree. So we know that they are asking slope. Slope is equal to tan theta. So theta is 30 degree. So tan 30 degree, we already studied in our previous class, tan 30 degrees equal to 1 by root 3. So m is equal to 1 by root 3. The slope of the line m is equal to 1 by root 3. The next question is, what is the inclination of a line whose slope is root 3? So slope is given. So slope m is equal to root 3 is given. We know that m is equal to tan theta. Tan theta is equal to root 3. What is the root 3 value of theta? So that is 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is equal to root 3. Then theta is equal to 60 degree. The next question is example 5.9. Find the slopes of a line joining the given points. The first question is minus 6, 1 and minus 3, 2. Take the points x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope of the points m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is equal to, here y2 is 2, y1 is 1. So 2 minus 1 by x2 is minus 3 minus x1 is minus 6. So minus of minus 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 3 minus of minus 6 is plus 6. So minus 3 plus 6. So 1 by 6 minus 3 is 3. The second question is minus 1 by 3, 1 by 2 and 2 by 7, 3 by 7. Take the points x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope of the points m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is equal to, here y2 is 3 by 7, y1 is 1 by 2. x2 is 2 by 7 minus x1 is minus 1 by 3. Take the LCM and subtract the fraction. That is 2 7s are 14 minus cross multiplication 3 2s are 6 minus 1 7 is 7 by, here also minus into minus, that is plus, 7 3s are 21, 2 3s are 6, 1 7 is 7, that is 6 minus 7 is minus 1 by 14. 6 plus 3 is 13 by 21. Take 13 by 21 in upper side, that is minus 1 by 14 into 21 by 13. That is reciprocal of 13 by 21. Simplify the fraction. 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21. That is equal to 1 3 is 3. 1 3 is minus 3. 2 13s are 26. Next, the third question is 14, 10 and 14, minus 6. Take the points x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is minus 6, y1 is minus 10 by x2 is 14 minus x1 also 14. So minus 6 minus 10 is minus 16. 14 minus 14 is 0. So minus 16 divided by 0. So that is equal to not defined. The slope of the points are not defined. The next question is example 5.10. The line R passes through the points minus 2, 2 and 5, 8. And the line S passes through the points minus 8, 7 and minus 2, 0. Is the line R perpendicular to S? They are asking R is perpendicular S or what? So I mark the line. This R is passes through the point minus 2, 2 and 5, 8. and S passes through the point minus 8, 7 and minus 2, 0. So, we want to find the slope, then the slopes, multiplication of slope is equal to minus 1 means the given lines are perpendicular or otherwise not. So, we want to find the slope of first line R. So, slope of R is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here I take this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 is 8, y1 is 2, x2 is 5, x1 is minus 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6, 5 minus of minus 2 is 7. The slope of R is 6 by 7. Next slope of S. S is equal to, take the points x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is 0, y1 is 7 by x2 is minus 2, x1 is minus 8. So minus 7 by minus 2, minus of minus 8 is plus 8. That is equal to minus 7 by 8 minus 2 is 6. Minus 7 by 6. The multiplication of both slopes, slope of R and slope of S. Slope of R into slope of S. S is equal to, we want to get minus 1. So R is equal to 6 by 7. Slope of S is equal to minus 7 by 6. So shall we cancel that? 6, 6 cancel, 7, 7 cancel, minus is here. So that is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So the multiplication of a slopes are minus 1. Therefore, R is perpendicular to S. The next sum is example 5.11. The line P passes through the points 3, minus 2, 12, 4 and the line Q passes through the points 6, minus 2 and 12, 2. Is P parallel to Q? The line P passes through the points 3, minus 2 and 12, 4. Q passes through the points 6, minus 2 and 12, 2. They are asking if the points P and Q are parallel or not. We know that the parallel lines, the slopes are equal. So we want to find the slope of P and the slope of Q. So slope of P is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The points are x1, y1, x2, y2. Here y2 is 4, y1 is minus 2 by x2 is 12 minus x1 is 3. 4 minus of minus 2 is 6 by 12 minus 3 is 9. Simplify the fraction. 2 3s are 3 3s are. So that is equal to 2 by 3. Next, slope of Q is equal to, slope of Q is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The points of Q is equal to 6, minus 2 and 12, 2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Here y2 is 2, y1 is minus 2 by x2 is 12 minus x1 is 6. 2 minus of minus 2 is 4. 12 minus 6 is 6. Simplify the equation fraction. 2 2s are 4. 3 2s are 6. So 2 by 3. So slope of P is equal to slope of Q. So the given lines are, the slopes are equal. So the given line is parallel. The next example is 5.12. So that the points minus 2, 5, 6, minus 1 and 2, 2 are collinear. I plot the points in the rough diagram. A is minus 2, 5. B is 6, minus 1. C is 2, 2. If the points are collinear, there is no angle. So, slope is 0. Otherwise, the slopes are equal. So, we want to prove slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, or slope of AC is equal to slope of BC. So, find slope of AB. Slope of AB is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The points are A is minus 2, 5, B is 6, minus 1. The points are x1, y1, x2, y2. Here y2 is minus 1, y1 is 5 by x2 is 6 and x1 is minus 2. So, minus of minus 5 is equal, minus 1 and minus 5 is equal to minus 6. 6 minus of minus 2 is minus of minus 2 plus 2. So, 6 plus 2 is 8. Simplify the fraction. 3 2s are 6 and 4 2s are 8. And minus is there, so put minus. Next, slope of BC. So, slope of BC is equal to, the points are B is 6, minus 1, C is 2, 2. So, this is x1, y1 and C is x2, y2. Slope of BC is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here, y2 is 2, y1 is minus 1 by x2 is 2, x1 is 6. 2 minus of minus 1 is 2 plus 1. So, 2 plus 1, 3 by 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So, this is also minus 3 by 4. So, slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. So, therefore, the given points are A, B, C are collinear. The next example is 5.13. Let A is 1, minus 2, B is 6, minus 2, C is 5, 1 and D is 2, 1, B 4 points. The first question is, find the slope of line segments AB and CD. Second question is, find the slope of the line segments BC and AD. Third one, what can you deduce from your answers? So, from the answers, we will write the final answer. So, first one, find the slope of AB and CD. Slope of AB. AB, the points A is 1, minus 2, B is 6, minus 2. So, slope of AB, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here, x1, y2, x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 is minus 2, y1 is minus of minus 2 by x2 is 6, x1 is 1. Minus 2, minus of minus plus 2 by 6 minus 1 is 5. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0, 0 by 5 that is equal to 0. So, slope of AB is equal to 0. Next is slope of CD. The points are C is 5, 1 and D is 2, 1. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope of CD is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is 1, y1 also 1 by x2 is 2, x1 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0 by 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So, 0 by anything 0. So, slope of CD also 0. Next, slope of BD. Slope of BC. B is 6, minus 2. C is 5, 1. So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The points are x1, y1, x2, y2. Here y2 is 1, y1 is minus 2 by x2 is 5, x1 is 6. 1 minus of minus 2 is plus 2, 5 minus 6 is minus 1. So that is 3 by minus 1, that is equal to minus 3. Next, slope of AD. The points are A is 1 comma minus 2 and D is 2 comma 1. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. The slope of AD is equal to Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. Substitute the points. Y2 is 1, y1 is minus 2 by x2 is 2, x1 is 1. So 1 minus of minus 2 is 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1. So that is 3. So slope of AB is equal to 0. Slope of CD is equal to 0. Slope of BC is equal to minus 3. Slope of AD is equal to plus 3. Here, slope of AB and slope of CD is equal to 0. So, both slopes are equal. So, AB parallel to CD. And slope of BC and slope of AD are not equal to the slope. So, BC not parallel to AD. So, therefore, the points, one is parallel, another one is not parallel. So, the points A, B, C, D make a trapezium. The next question is example 5.14. The question is, consider the graph representing growth of population in crores. Find the slope of the line AB and hence estimate the population in the year 2030. They are asking the question, find the slope of the line AB. So first we find the slope of AB. So slope of AB is equal to A is 2005, 96 and B 2015, 100. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope of AB is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is 100, y1 is 96 by x2 is 2015 minus x1 is 2005. So 100 minus 96 is 4 by 2015 minus 2005 is 10. So simplify the fraction, that is 2 2s are 4 by 5 2s are 10. The slope of AB is equal to 2 by 5. Then they are asking, estimate the population in the growth of 2030. So we don't know the year 2030 the population. So let it be take, that is K. So compare that A, B, C also, that is increasing. So we will find the slope of AC. The point you take A is 2005 and 96 and C is, you take the point 2030 and K. The slope is 2 by 5. The slopes are equal because the points are increasing, that is collinear points. So slope of AC is equal to, slope of AC is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Substitute the formula, that is y2 is K, y1 is 96 by x2 is 2030 minus x1 is 2005. The slopes are equal, so that is you take that 2 by 5. K minus 96 by 2030 minus 2005 is 25 is equal to 2 by 5. 2, you take it opposite side, that is K minus 96 is equal to 2 into 25 by 5. 1 5 is 5, 5 5s are 25. So K minus 96 is equal to 2 5s are 10. Take the minus 96 in the opposite side. So K is equal to 10 plus 96, that is equal to 106. So the population of the year 2030 is equal to 106 crores. The next question is example 5.15. Without using Pythagoras theorem, so that the points 1, minus 4, 2, minus 3 and 4, minus 7 form a right angled triangle. They are asking to show that the points are making a right angled triangle. We know that in a right angled triangle, AB is perpendicular to BC. So in the points of a slope, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. The perpendicular lines m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So we will find that AB, BC and CA, everything. Slope of AB. Slope of AB, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is minus 3, y1 is minus of minus 4 by x2 is 2, x1 is 1. So minus 1. Minus of minus 4 is plus 4 by 2 minus 1 is 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1 by 1, that is equal to 1. Next slope of BC. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Here also y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 is minus 7, y1 is minus of minus 3 by x2 is 4, x1 is 2. Minus 7, minus of minus 3 is plus 3 by 4 minus 2 is 2. Minus 7 plus 3, that is minus 4 by 2. 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4, that is minus 2. That is minus 2. Next, slope of AC. Slope of AC is equal to, the points A is 1, minus 4, C is 4, minus 7. So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 here, y2 is minus 7, y1 is minus 4 by x2 is 4, x1 is 1. So minus 7, minus of minus is plus 4 by 4 minus 1 is 3. Minus 3 by 3, that is equal to minus 1. The slope of AB, slope of AB into slope of AC. Slope of AC is equal to minus 1. AB is plus 1. Slope of AC is minus 1. That is equal to minus 1. 1 into minus 1 is equal to minus 1. So therefore, AB perpendicular to AC. So therefore, the points A, B, C are make a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. The next question is example 5.16. Prove analytically that the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half of its length. The midpoints of PQ and PR is ST. They are asking to show that ST is parallel to QR and also ST is the length of half of QR. So we want to prove that ST is parallel to QR and ST is equal to half of QR. So first we find the points of S and T. So S is the midpoint of PQ. So midpoint of PQ is equal to midpoint of PQ is equal to S. That is, you know that midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Here x1 is A, x2 is C. So A plus C by 2, y1 is B, y2 is D. So B plus D by 2. Next, find the point of T. So that is midpoint of PR. Midpoint of PR is equal to midpoint of PR is equal to, that is T. That is also same formula. That is A plus E. A plus E by 2. B plus F by 2. Now, shall we find the slope of ST? So slope of ST is equal to, here this is x1, y1, x2, y2. You know that slope formula, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Here y2 is B plus F by 2 minus B plus D by 2 divided by x2 is A plus E by 2 minus A plus C by 2. Plus B and minus B both are cancelled. The remaining is F minus D by 2. Then plus A minus A cancel. E minus C by 2. The denominators are same, so the cancel. The remaining is F minus D by E minus C. This is slope of ST. Slope of ST. Then find slope of QR. Slope of QR is equal to, Q is CD and R is EF. Slope of QR is equal to x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 minus y1. F minus D by x2 minus x1. That is E minus C. So slope of ST is equal to slope of QR. So both slopes are equal. Hence ST is parallel to QR. Then they are asking is, length of ST is equal to half of QR. So shall we find the length of ST? So ST is equal to, you know the length is equal to x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. Here S is A plus C by 2, B plus D by 2 and T is A plus E by 2, B plus F by 2. Here this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Substitute the values in the formula. That is square root of x2 is A plus E by 2 minus A plus C by 2 the whole squared plus y2 is B plus F by 2 minus B plus D by 2 the whole squared. Here plus A minus A cancel. So that is E minus C the whole squared by 2 squared is 4 plus the same plus B minus B cancel. F minus D by the whole squared by 4, that is square root of, take it 4 outside, that is 1 by 2 square root of E minus C the whole squared plus F minus D the whole squared. This is the distance between the points Q and R. Q is the point, Q is C comma D and R is E comma F. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Shall we check? F minus x2 minus x1, E minus C the whole square, F minus D the whole square. This is length of QR. So that is 1 by 2 into QR. We find ST is equal to, so we prove that ST is equal to 1 by 2 QR, length of half of the length of QR.